Welcome back everybody to another episode, obviously, of Let's Play Dragon Quest IX. We're gonna keep doing more quests because it's so much fun, and a lot of these early ones are easy. Although, we haven't encountered it yet, but the game eventually will actually start giving you quests. Well, if you're going by sequential order, which I'm doing, that you actually can't complete because you either cannot get to the area or because you haven't done something special. Like, actually, a lot of some of these quests, even though the areas might be accessible or anything like that, actually you don't actually get the request until like after you get to Starflight Express, meaning it's in the post game. Even though you otherwise, if it weren't for that that flag, you would be able to complete them now. So we need to get mushrooms. We actually need specifically what she just said. I didn't know if she was going to tell us or not. Well, thankfully, these are found on several spawn points around the world and everything like that. And, well, we do have plenty of both, so... Yay! That wasn't cooking. But okay. So yeah, this quest actually has two parts. We need to bring it to Daddykins. I just like that word. Actually, in front of the hexagon. I don't know what the hell he's doing hanging out there, but I'm not gonna bother boarding the Starflight Express for this because it's not a very far walk, and it would take me just as long to get the thing summoned and travel and turn around so I actually land in the right spot, because that thing cannot turn for crap. What am I doing? I can walk through the bushes, you dummy. Yeah, we haven't been here in a long time. This is actually the first dungeon of the game, if you remember. Oh, sorry. Okay. Wait a second. Some hanging around here, is he? Where is he? Supposed to be hanging around here, good sir. Where are you? Sir? I'll find him. Hold on. Hooray! I found him. Okay, everyone, this is not near the entrance. I know this is the door we had to open by, like, pushing the button on the back of the statue over there or whatever, but this is not the entrance. Damn it. Like, I even went, like, around, like, the back way, like the back entrance to this place in Stormway to get that chest that's blocked by the rubble. We fought the hexagon, and I even checked over there, and I'm like, let me go back here, I'm like, let me go further in, just in case, and no, this is not the entrance. Yeah, you're gonna give him food poisoning. Do you hear that, honey? Okay. So let's go back. And my cat is being a dork again and clawing things she should not be clawing. And why does she only cause trouble when I'm trying to record? Every damn time. I think it's like my other cats, the sound of my voice messes with them. Alright, I gave your Daddykins a lunchbox and he doesn't want any more. Yeah, sure you did. And we get a prayer ring, well we already got a bunch of those, so... Oh, it's so beautiful not to hear this music lag. Controller? Yeah, for once it's not the lag, it's the damn controller. It's just not my day, is it? Apparently not. Alright, now that we've got that stupid detour and pointless meandering out of the way, we're gonna head toward the mountain pass, because our next quest is over there! Stupid teeny sanguinius, get out of my way! You get out of my way too! You too! Don't need to read the sign. Mr. Baggy Thing, Mr. Slime, Spurs are not like all spotting me and running away, because these monsters, because I'm level 60 something, will run away from me. Get up there. Thank you. Remember way back when, this is where the Starflight Express was first found. Love how the tire tracks are still there. Okay, no spawn points up there. Then there was something spawn point. Yeah, I love how a train that nobody can see actually still leaves dirt marks in the ground. Hello! These people are actually new. I think. I know they weren't here when we first came through here the very first time, early on in the game, when we were trying to open the path to Starnway. And I could have been here since then, but I've just never taken this path. Alright, so we gotta find the Pamely's pet slime. Well... let's talk to the children first, because they'll tell us what we need to do. Hi! Basically, Precious is a slime, and we need to dress up as a slime in order to, bring him back home. I don't know why he lives with these people anyway, but to make the outfit that will make us a slime, we need to use alchemy, so we're gonna skip this quest. Yeah. We do have the recipe for it, by the way. It was in one of the books somewhere. For some reason, like when I played this game on my DS card, I didn't have the recipe for it, and I had to look up an alchemy guide to get the, to know what the recipe was to make it on my own. But for some reason, I missed the book. This dude, right here. Hi! What are you trying to do? I don't think that's what is meant when you tell people you're moving house. Nah. Well, 'cause you're an old man. So he's gonna give us a strength ring, and we need to use alchemy with another item to make it a stronger ring and give it back to him. Well, too bad alchemy we're not doing, so... And that was the worst fart noise I've ever tried to make. Eventually I'm gonna have to use alchemy because, well, you can only have 8 inactive quests, well, 8 in-progress quests at once. So she wants us to make a mask with alchemy. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do it. And we're gonna get the recipe for this too. So yay! I'm probably gonna guess in the episode after this I have to track down the alchemy book so we can actually get started on that because first I'm gonna read your closet. Sorry, I got my foot tangled in my cord. How many quests do we have active? And since we completed 50 quests, we get the, pick up an accolade for that. Hooray! Alright, how many quests do we have inactive ones? Okay, so we have 6 right now, so we can have up to 2 more before I'm forced to actually do something. Alright. Nope, wrong house. I guess I think it's this house we need to go into. Hello. Oh, jeez. More alchemy crap. Yes, that is what she wants. She wants a sunstone. Saint's Ashes is actually... Whoops, my mouse is on the screen. I'm sorry about that. Okay, why did we have to, tell us your name? Yeah, in the background there, I had to move my little quests list further down so I could actually read it, because I got running in the background. Alright, so that's 7 quests that requires alchemy. Where do I need to go? Armor shop. And I just bypassed it. So I'm trying to busy looking between the top and the bottom screen at the same time. Yeah, a couple people have asked me before, it's like, cause Obviously, you're seeing it as my screens are side by side. I am seeing it as the screens are on one on top of one another. Because, well, that's how the DS works. Although you can adjust the emulator to make them side by side, but no, the side by side look you're seeing, and oh, it's raining out, is all done in editing. So, those items I think we need to make. Yeah, he needs a macabre mantle. I wasn't paying attention to his dialogue because I was talking, but if you have two options. You can actually show him the item in question, which you need alchemy to make, as far as I know. Yeah, we can't get it otherwise. We need to make it with alchemy. Okay, I'm just making sure that I didn't, by coincidence, already have it. But if you show it to him, you get one item, and you get a different item if you actually give it to him. So, but that's actually 8 quests. Yeah, that is 8. No, I didn't want to do that. Sorry, deep in thought here. Yeah, so we've got 8 quests already in progress, so you actually cannot get any more. People will actually start telling you, if you accept their quest, that you've got too many, basically telling you you got too much to do. Oh, wait, come back later, and basically telling you. It won't explicitly tell you you have too many quests active, but that's the general consensus. It took me, when I first played the game, it took me a while to actually figure out that, yes, I needed more. I needed to complete quests. You can actually cancel them and come back and reactivate them later. You are not punished for canceling a quest midway. But I would be careful for doing that for stuff where you get an exclusive item. Say the fairy wand, which you can only get through that stupid quest. I would be careful just in case something screws up. I don't know if you can ever permanently screw yourself out of a quest. I'm not sure about that, but since we have a few more minutes in this episode, why don't I go through and get the alchemy books I am missing? Because that would be awesome if I actually went and did that. Because I have a little bit of crap to cut out in editing, like that dumbass move where I didn't go far enough in the hexagon because the guide say at the entrance when that was clearly not the freaking entrance. So yeah, first books I'm missing, and I already have compiled a list off screen. Back several days ago when I was trying to decide what I wanted to do for this episode, exactly how many alchemy books there are in the game, like on the bookshelves, and actually where they are, the ones that I'm missing. Yeah, I've actually looked up which recipes I'm missing and what books they belong to. Yay! There's actually 2 books in this house I need, so... Hooray! You actually do not get every recipe in the game, by the way. There are a couple that you need to figure out, either hinted at or you need to figure out entirely by yourself. Alright, so get that taken care of. We need to go to Xerox next. There's actually one in Stormway I actually missed, surprisingly. Yeah, when I was reading that massive pile of books, apparently I missed a bookcase or something, or accidentally read one twice, maybe. Sorry, I wrote this in marker, so... See, is this the well? Okay. Yeah, I wrote this in marker, so I have to, like, stare at my thing. And since it's dark outside and I don't have my lights on, I can't read very well. Hello, Mr. Slime. No. How long has this guy been up here? Yeah, he's got a quest too, but it's gonna come later. This place is so sad. The woman he loved married another man, or something like that. I don't remember really much of side quest for this. Hooray! There we go. Nothing in the closet. Alright, that's another book down. Yeah, even though it's like almost noon, usually I rely on the light from outside to light my room during the day, but since it's actually, it must be really cloudy and dark because I actually see raindrops on my window. It doesn't look like it's raining hard though, but I think there's enough clouds in the sky that it's just blocking enough of the sun. Okay, back to Gettingham Palace where we were in the last episode, where I tried and failed to find the books I needed, but I'm gonna explore this place a little bit off screen, and then I'll cut back in when I actually find the bookcases in question. Hooray! There's one of the bookshelves. Hey, that's the second floor bookshelf. There's actually two on the third floor as well. But I gotta find my way around to get to that one. I never got these two chests. What in the world? Okay. How the hell did I do that? Missed that. Question is, how the hell do I get to that staircase? Haha, walking all the way around in a giant circle. Is this one of the places where I have to go up and then back down, maybe? How did I miss those two chests? Well, obviously the blue one would respawn, but the red one... No. Okay, no, that's where, our little guardian mentor was brutally murdered. Tear. Yeah, those are the two bookcases I need. How the hell do I get over there? Oh, it's right over there. Why did I do that? Get your ass back in there. Sorry. Oh, okay, no, this is I had to go around anyway. Okay, so I'm not as dumb as I thought. Get in the corridor there, thank you. Oh, it's right over here. See, I'm too busy focused on the staircase that goes down to the oubliette right there. And apparently I've missed this. Hooray! Those are a couple things we need Saint's Ashes for. Hooray! Awesome. Alright, so now we can, Actually, is this considered outside? If I go out here? Awesome! Sweet! Alright. I just chose a random place to warp. Alright, so we need to get on the Starflight Express, because the next two ones we actually need the Starflight Express for. Because they're on wells on cliffs. Now the question is, I have no idea what the hell they are. Well, this one is right over here. Yeah, we can only get here via the Starflight Express. So if you don't have it, you can't get it. Why there's a well on top of a cliff that nobody can access, I have absolutely no idea. I don't know if this requires the ultimate key or not, but... Oh, a gold bar! Awesome! We actually... that's actually another thing we need for the Uber Falcon Blade, actually. You can alchemize one, but I have no idea what the hell those shoes do, but... And here's one of our missing books right here. Ah, yay! Alright. And there was a pot that we could smash. Could I? Yeah. Alright. We're gonna need those later. Yeah, there's also some random enemies up here. I don't think there's any other spawn points. Whoa! Up here, but I'm just gonna do a quick walk around to double check. Alright, now the other one's on a different cliff. And I'm trying to remember where the hell it is. I have the location written down, but I have no idea where this location is in the world. I think it's on the southeast continent over here. I think. I'm not 100% sure about that, but we'll be able to see it from the air. maybe it's... no, I know it's not there. I'm pretty sure it's not there. Let's check these out anyway, though, while we're right here. I know it's a well and something else on a cliff. Yeah, this is one of the few places in the game where you can actually... the perspective actually changes, and we can get an up-close and, non-bird's eye view of ourselves. There's actually one specific spot where you can get really up-close and personal. Yeah, these guys have quest stuff. But let's raid their treasure. I've never used seeds. Ever. The main problem is, unlike your other stat boosts from skill trees, the seeds are actually vocation specific. And I've just never made up my mind what I want to use where and when and whatnot. Oh, another quest. She actually needs something from a rank A chest in a grotto. I remember that girl specifically because she needs metal slime solarets. Which I actually... do I have those? I may have those. Because when I was in the grottos, I actually did do some chest timer. That's actually how I found out about needing the chest timer stuff. Because when I found out about the quest and what you needed an item, you only have like a 1% chance of getting on a chest. I'm like, how the hell are you supposed to freaking get that crap? And that's when I learned about the chest timer and stuff. Oh, where is that damn... it's over here? Maybe? I hope? Don't think so, but... look at all these sorts of wells. Hello, sir. You know, I wonder why that one guy where we were before, he was in a well and his cell was locked, but like all the other ones are not. Okay, so this is not the well I'm looking for. Where is it? Pick up for spawn stuff. Alright. So I guess I was wrong about the area. Sue me. At least we're having fun adventuring, aren't we? Sorry. Yawning. I know we've been up here before. I just want to check the location on this. Okay, didn't think so. Where is the spot in question I am looking for? I probably should have looked this up before I started, but since I didn't know... well, might as well check out this well. Since I didn't realize the episode was going to be a bit short. No! This is why I don't like the Starflight Express. Since I didn't realize this episode was going to be short quest-wise, I would have saved this for another episode. But whatever. I love how these cells are like all the same. And I didn't get anything of value. Balls. Is there anything in here of interest even later? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know! I'm gonna find this spot. I will find this spot eventually. And that night just scared the crap out of me because I just paused to look at the window in order to... it's right here. It's right here because there's a house and there's a well, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. Yes, this is exactly what I'm looking for. I'm just checking for spawn crap. Prison peacocks, what the hell are you doing up here? I don't want you. Get away! So have we fought these guys on screen before? I don't know. Oh, you jerk-offs. I don't think we fought these other guys out on screen either. Because I remember them specifically as appearing in a specific grotto. But I can't remember if they appear elsewhere in the world. So let's just fight them. Let's just kick the crap out of them. Have I had the hero spear equipped on screen and attack with it? No, no, no. Do not summon back up, you jerk off. Do not. Do not. Haha, loser. But yes, the hero spear, like the miracle sword, absorbs 25% of the damage you dealt, which is awesome. Which is why it's one of my favorite weapons. It comes really in handy when you're actually farming the gem slimes, because the gem slimes, even if you're strong, they hurt a lot. So if you critical hit one of those bad boys and kill it, oh yeah, bunch of damage, and you get that all healed back, which lets you save your MP for actually slaughtering the jerk-offs. Because let's face it, even if you have like the Happy Hatter, oh come on guys, seriously? Even if you have those 2 items to help restore your MP, if you're actually smart about farming, you're actually going to deplete your MP quicker than those 2 can regenerate it. So the less you have to spend on healing, the better. And let's face it, the healing items in this game suck. They're good for early game, not really so much for late game. Excuse me, citizens of this little log cabin on a cliff. You have monsters around your house. You might want to find a different place. Alright, there's... Why do you have a pair of boxer shorts? Okay. Hooray! And we just punched her in the face. And we learned a new party trick for our troubles. And my spear is about 3 inches from stabbing you right in the eye socket. No, I didn't want to talk to you again. No, I'm trying to turn around. Just trying to turn around and quickly punch these pots to death. Or barrels, or whatever the hell they are. Jesus Christ. I just want to end this episode. Not that I'm... Oh, I gotta walk up... Yeah, the thing. Not that I'm not having fun, I just would like to edit this and not make this longer than it needs to be. That's all. And it's also the second episode I've recorded today, and it's also lunchtime. So there. Well, somebody lives here. Yes! Yes, orichalcum is a pain in the ass to get. It's actually the rarest drop from the metal slime monsters, and it's a little draggy. Isn't he so cute? But yeah, it's actually the rarest drop, which is to say, pretty rare. It's like 1 in like 256, for crying out loud, of the metal slime families. So it's hard to come by. There's like 1 in a chest somewhere in the world, which I've probably already gotten. I think it's like Giddingham Palace or something like that. But otherwise, it's just really rare to come by, and it's actually Grey Gnarl's common drop. It's a 10% drop, so if you really need it, why did I run into that guy? It's easiest just to farm it from him. Because you will need a lot of it eventually. So let's just kick the crap out of these guys. Actually, oh, I have 1 more book I need to get. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Alright, the alchemy book we're missing with all the people in there. I never got this chest? What is wrong with me? Seriously, what in the world is wrong with me? So much crap I've missed. Making sure there's something else. The 1 bookshelf we're missing is somewhere in here. And it should be in this room, because this is where that like giant row of like bookcases was, where a lot of books had information, but some of them didn't. Or maybe I just never came in this room, because I never opened the chest. What the hell? Oh my god. Maybe it was the bookshelves on the 2nd floor I looked at, maybe, or something? I don't know. Yeah, oh, okay, no, I did come in here, but did I not open the chest? Does the chest respawn or something? Even though it's a red chest? I don't know, but I gotta go through all the bookshelves on this floor, on this room, to figure out the one I missed. And I know I missed it because, well, like I said, I actually looked at which books had alchemy recipes in it and which recipes of those I was missing. It's gotta be along this wall here. Is this the one? That one is just a hint of how to curse the uncurse the cursed items. So that's the one with Saint's Ashes. That is, there we go. That's the one I needed. Wooshoos. But yeah, that's one of the books with the Saint's Ashes that is an implied recipe and not one they tell you. Basically, it's telling you throw a cursed item in the pot with up to 3 Saint's Ashes to uncurse it, and then you'll get the recipe in your Alchenomicon. And you can actually recurse it again too, and there's an alchemy recipe for that. But I think one of the books somewhere already told us about that. So it's like those stupid implied recipes rather than the ones they outright tell you. Blah, blah. But yeah, my recording is up to like... No, I didn't want to go back up there. Screw it. It's up to like 35-something minutes, so... That's gonna be all for this episode. In the next episode, I will gather the necessary ingredients for the... As I smack my headset, I'm sorry. For the alchemy recipes that we need for some of those quests. I'm not sure if I can do them all, because some of them, the items may take too long to gather, but... I'm gonna do all that crap off screen and stuff, and next episode we'll take care of all that crap, so... Thanks for watching, guys. See you later!